Yo, sometimes, bro, sometimes I think people just put stuff on the internet just to make people mad, like to trigger people, bro, because there's no way that anybody that watches football feels this way, bro. And we've gone through a list like this with score 90 before. The one time they dropped the Ballon d'Or list, that just freaked me out, and I just ranted and raged for like an hour, bro, on my stream. Like, I was so mad. And when my homie decides to send me this, bro, and you know what's crazy? He sends me this. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I got the baby's sleeping. I'm holding my baby sleeping, little newborn, right? So I'm trying not to I'm trying to be my best behavior, bro. When I saw this list, bro, I nearly woke the baby up. I nearly woke wifey up. I nearly almost went. I was gonna go wild because I saw this list. And I started thinking to myself, bro, there's so much disrespect going on in this list that it don't sit right with me, man, as a football fan. Look, my editor is gonna drop the picture on the screen for y'all, but I'll say it out loud, okay? You got Dembele on the left. The truth is, Dembele low-key play the right. Dembele low-key play the right. So if we're going to make the list, we kind of got to make the list correctly, right? We kind of got to make the list correctly. So if Dembele plays the right, that means Raphinha's on the left, right? This is the world's best 11 of 2025. Who was a better player at the right wing? Was it Lamine Yamal or Dembele? And before you answer this question, just remember Mo Salah plays there too. So the truth is, when you say the best 11, you go on position for position, then we got to have some respect and put position for position. And the truth is, Dembele and Lamine Yamal play the same spot. I love Lamine Yamal. And for most of the year, I was team give Lamine Yamal the Ballon d'Or. This guy's the most effective Barcelona player out there. Let's make it happen. Give it to the young kid. He's doing something special, right? But doing something special because he's doing something at an age that we've never really seen it done at doesn't mean you deserve to win a Ballon d'Or. Because if that's the case, do you remember the season Mbappe had for Monaco? Think about it. Mbappe, when he was a baby, right? He had a crazy season for Monaco. When Mbappe was a baby, he forced a penalty against Argentina in a champion, in a world, I think it was the World Cup final, right? Wasn't that the World Cup final where he forced the penalty and then they won the World Cup? That might have been the final. Maybe it was the semifinals. Mbappe was cooking at a World Cup at a young age. So if we're gonna say, oh, you give it to him because of what he's doing for his age, that's a whole different way of looking at the Ballon d'Or, right? That we gotta look at that differently. Because is he doing things we've never seen before at that age? And because he's doing at that age, we're like, whoa, we respect this, we should get about. I understand that, but the truth is, yeah, Dembele's not his age, but Dembele's doing something for a grown man. Dembele's doing grown man things. And he won many trophies and he put up numbers. The striker position, we go with Mbappe simply because he scored a bunch of goals. He did score a bunch of goals. He received the golden boot. Makes sense for him to be the number 9 on this team. He got the golden boot. He passed Salah. He passed Gyökeres. By the way, it was Mbappe, Gyökeres, Mo Salah. Mo Salah plays the right wing. Mo Salah was in the golden boot conversation from the right wing position. Think about it, right? So right wing, Lamine Yamal, Salah, Dembele, we probably go Dembele. Mbappe 9, makes sense. Throw it to the left wing position. It's Raphinha, bro. Raphinha is the best left winger in football right now. It ain't Vinicius Jr. It ain't this. It ain't that. It ain't this. It ain't that. It ain't, get off. Stop it. Stop it. Get help. Raphinha was levels this year. Raphinha was him. The only reason people stopped talking about Raphinha is because everyone started glazing Barcelona's Lamine Yamal. Raphinha probably would be in the conversation for the Ballon d'Or right now. But people started glazing Lamine Yamal so hard that they forgot how important and how amazing Raphinha was this season. I'm giving y'all facts, bro. I'm not out here making stuff up. Before Lamine Yamal started cooking and being Lamine Yamal, the way we saw him go crazy, Raphinha was balling out for Barcelona, bro. Playing like we never seen Raphinha play for in his career. This guy was going mad, bro. This man was dropping mad numbers, mad beasting, mad feasting. He was looking like an absolute superstar. And then we just completely stopped talking about him because of what Lamine Yamal started doing. And we were also impressed with Lamine Yamal because of his age. At the end of the day, for me, Raphinha is the best left winger in football, right? And then I want you guys to sit down and determine who's the best right winger in football. Because if you think it's Dembele, then you think it's Dembele. If you think it's Lamine Yamal, you think it's Lamine Yamal. But you got to pick one or the other. You can't have a right winger, and you can't put a best 11 out and be like, oh, you know what? Because we're putting a best 11, okay, Dembele didn't play left wing, but we're going to put him there. Let's move to the midfield. Pedri, Valverde, Vitinha. I see no problems. I see no problem. I do want to say João Neves should be on here because of the thing. I feel like this list of best 11 needs to be dominated heavily by PSG players because PSG went crazy, bro. They had a crazy season. But I'm not going to take Pedri off because I understand what Pedri is, bro. Pedri is running midfielders like nobody else in world football. Don't get it twisted for a second. Pedri's doing things. Pedri's Pedri, bro. Like there's midfielders and then there's Pedri, right? And you might say that Jude Bellingham's a better player than Pedri. You might say that Vitinha's a better player than Pedri. Fine. They not dominating midfields like Pedri. They not controlling a midfield like Pedri. They can be scoring goals and this and that. They not controlling a midfield like Pedri. I see no problems with this midfield. I actually don't see no problems with this midfield. I don't know truly if Valverde deserves to be here. Y'all are going to say, listen, Real Madrid outside of Mbappe, because he got the golden boot, I don't think any player should be talked about highly, bro. Real Madrid had a season to forget in every way, shape, or form. So I don't think that we should be talking about any Real Madrid player, except for Mbappe, and it's because he got a golden boot. That's the only reason. If he didn't get that golden boot, I'm not even, bro, stop it. Are we throwing Valverde in this, bro? Like, Real Madrid played so poorly all year long that I don't know if they deserve to have anybody up here except for a golden boot winner in Mbappe. That's truly how I feel, bro, from the bottom of my heart. I'm not trying to be mean or nothing. It's just what I feel. You go to the back line, Nuno Mendes, I respect that. Best left back in the game. I truly believe that. I truly believe he's the best left back in the game right now. Then you have that boy Hakimi. You have to respect it. You have to respect it. Absolute insane right back. And then you got my boy VVD. Then you have Gabriel with Arsenal. This one for me, I'm not even going to act like I want to say because I'm not going to act, okay? I did not watch enough Arsenal games for me to comment on Gabriel. I'm not even going to act like one of those people, right? I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm one of those people, right, that didn't watch, that watched, without watching, I just make stuff up. I don't comment on something I didn't see, bro. That's not me. I don't talk football like that. But I will tell you something. From what I heard, right? From what I heard on the outside, every time I heard about Arsenal, I either heard about Saka or I heard about Saliba. I didn't hear about no Gabriel. I didn't hear nobody yapping about Gabriel. I didn't hear nobody outside of maybe Arsenal fans over there. I didn't hear nobody yapping about Gabriel, bro. So hear me out. I don't know how Gabriel's sliding over Saliba when that boy Saliba's been talking about all the time. Saliba, everybody's always talking about Saliba might be the best center back in football. People be saying that. So I don't know. Listen, I didn't hear nothing about Gabriel. I don't want to comment. Donnarumma, fine. 100% I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this list. I'm not cool with Dembele being on the left because I think it's between Salah, Dembele, or Lamine Yamal. Pick one. Pick one for the right, bro. On the other side, you better put Raphinha. Have some respect. He's the best left winger in football. You know what I'm saying? Now, all of a sudden, that Vinny didn't play good this year, we want to move Dembele from the right to the left because Vinny didn't play good? We're just gonna ignore the fact that Raphinha did what he did, and we're gonna just throw Dembele out there. If Vinny would have had a good season, they would have picked between Vinny on the left, and they would have picked between Lamine Yamal and Dembele. But because Vinny didn't have a good season, they just ignore Raphinha and throw Dembele out there. I don't like it. I don't respect it. I'm not down with it. I'm not for it. I'm not about it. I'm not down. I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay with it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel, and y'all can get at me in the comments down below. But straight up, 100%, you can't leave Raphinha out this list, and you better pick because all of a sudden, there's 3 guys that were amazing at the right wing position. One got to play. Figure it out. Don't be switching position. That's like saying, hey, Dembele had a good season. Let's throw him at right back. The what? You're going to put him at right back? What? If Vitinha had a good season, if Vinny had a good season, you're going to put Vinny, Mbappe, Lamine Yamal, and then what? You're going to slap Dembele at the cam position now? You're gonna take out Valverde, go, so let me guess what you were gonna do. You're gonna do Pedri, Vitinha, Dembele at the cam, Raphinha on the left wing, Vinny at the left wing, Mbappe, Lamine Yamal. Get that out of here, bro. Now we just inventing that players play different positions just so they can fit a list. I'm not for it, bro. I'm not okay with it, bro.